take just a few seconds and think of a word. Think of a word that as you repeat it, a 2-syllable word that just kind of feels like coming home, that feels like you are safe, that feels like it represents your faith. And don't overthink this. If you decide to do it again, you can take time to come up with a different word. So, whatever word pops into your mind, I invite you now, if you're comfortable doing so, to close your eyes and just bring your attention to your breath to begin with. So, turn your attention inward to your breath. Just notice your breath. It's a way to bring us to the present because we can only notice this breath, not the next or the last one. Notice the inhale and the exhale. And then begin to accompany that with your word. So as you inhale, repeat the first syllable. As you exhale, repeat the second. Allow your breath to be whatever pace is comfortable. It doesn't have to be really slow. Whatever is natural, whatever is comfortable. Just continue repeating that word. And if you find that your mind begins to wander, the good news is the second you notice that, that's your second of mindfulness. You should be pleased about that you noticed. Just gently guide your thoughts back to your word. Gently guide your attention back to your breath. Let's just do that for about 5 or 10 more breaths. Just notice how you're feeling at this moment, where your mindfulness is. Take one more breath, one more inhale, one more exhale, repeating the word. And then if you've got your eyes closed, you can open your eyes. Now, if you were able to participate in that, if your surroundings allowed you to do that at this time, just stop for a second and notice whether you feel any different than you did when we started. It only takes a few moments to bring yourself to the present, to feel a little bit calmer, a little bit stiller, and a little more present, and to remind ourselves that we're in the presence of God. And one of the reasons I love using breath is because I like to think about the fact that our breath comes from God, that God breathed life into humans. It's a wonderful way to center ourselves in our faith, as well as to use the practices of mindfulness that have been proven to work scientifically. What's so fascinating is that if you read someone like Teresa of Avila, you read descriptions of doing mindfulness. If you read a mindfulness handbook today, what she says in many ways is very similar, the experience she has. And yet she knew it worked. She knew that it helped her to feel more in the presence of God. She knew that it helped to her to feel more compassionate as she practiced that prayer over and over and over. She didn't know scientifically what it was doing to her brain, but today we know. We know that there are reasons that actually makes a difference in your life. So I invite you to join us. I think this will be a wonderful journey together. I look forward to learning from you and your own discoveries and your own practices and see what we can discover together.